Hi guys, welcome to Guitar with Ed. Today is just an impromptu guitar lesson here. We're gonna do some string bending in the key of G. So a lot of you guys try to do this classic G chord thing where you go. A lot of people try that and do well. But a lot of people have problems with the bending, especially here when it's so close to the nut. The tension is pretty harsh here, so you have to use a few things going on here. You have to use more than two fingers, or more than one finger. I'm using my pinky on the first string on the 3rd fret, my third finger, ring finger, on my second string on the 3rd fret, and then I'm also using both my first and second fingers, both on the 3rd string, but on the 2nd fret. So you get this. And then the hard part is bending up with only your first and your second fingers, these two fingers, only with these two, and leaving your 3rd and 4th, leaving them still, which is really hard to do at first. And it's going to take you some time. You have to deal with being out of tune for a while. It's going to sound sour. What'll help you with the sound of the strings, the bend here, is play a G chord verse. Then once you get fancier with it, then you can start doing or up. And I just switched into like an F chord shape, but in the key of G, so I moved my F chord up 2 frets and it becomes a G chord. So when you combine these, you know, into my F shape, I just didn't put my 3rd finger into the whole chord. I just played the top 3 strings. And you can bend to your 1st and 2nd, bending only the 2nd and leaving the 1st alone. But the big thing to remember here is when you're bending, it's a lot of people try to bend in a classical guitar kind of position, and down here with your thumb behind the neck, and that doesn't really work so well. You don't have any leverage. It's hard to do. So that's why you're seeing all of us country guys doing using our thumbs back here behind the neck, and we're anchoring on top. So this is wrong by classical standards on your position and how you're supposed to be, but it's right in the real world here. You need your thumb on top so you can just pull, and once I get that, I can hold that puppy there all day, and I'm not going to let go until I want to. And it works nice with a pull off on that G string. When you release it, pull it off. And it's still different for everyone, so you're going to have to find your spot. That's the whole thing about the guitar. There's no one way to do everything. But all your bending, no matter where you are, will be more successful for you if you're holding on top of the neck with your thumb to some extent. And then you can release slow. Here's some G minor stuff for you. G minor pentatonic. The box everyone knows. Yeah, but the other hidden thing that you're not seeing in all this, and I don't see many guys talking about this, is when you're bending, you need some kind of shelf for your string to sit on your fingertip. So if you're bending and you got your string and it's on the side of your finger, it's going to slide, and there's going to be not much you can do about it besides just kind of wince and try to dig harder and squeeze harder and cause you pain and everyone else grief of having to listen to you try to make that bend happen. But all these bends, they're going to be sour at first. It's going to take you time. So just deal with the sour, but start hitting the chord and finding the note in your brain, you know? And over time, if you keep at it, you're going to gain strength and stability in your hand and be able to leave 2 fingers still without bending them or moving them, and just moving these top guys. So here's the thing. Let me put my guitar down. The real thing is, if this, hopefully you can see this, my guitar pick. Oh look, autofocus is starting to work. My guitar pick here. Okay, my fingertip. If you pretend the string is my guitar pick, if you're here, there is no shelf for that string to sit on, and it's going to slide down your finger no matter what you do. So you have to get this guitar pick or your string right on your fingertip, and you'll notice that the fingertip actually wraps around the string on either end and creates this little U in your finger. And the string should sit in that little U and give you something to push up on with your finger. Without that, you're going to be killing yourself trying to bend and wondering why you can't make it happen. So maybe tomorrow I'll come out with some other bending stuff. Maybe some behind the nut bending, all this stuff. All that kind of stuff. Anyways, have a great day, folks.